a lot of anime fans, a lot of them are not happy with Attack on Titan ending.
That's the
And
consensus, right?
yeah, and I can understand that. I just disagree with it
I
completely.
disagree wholeheartedly.
100%, I disagree completely.
We
Like, for
both.
one, yeah, and I've not heard one consensus reason. I've heard a lot of different reasons, but one of them is like when we were talking about the other day, where Eren, he dies. He doesn't get to live out his happiness. It's like, dude, yeah, you have to pay a price for killing 81% or 80% of humanity. I don't know where I
Yeah.
got the 81% from.
It's
But
from
oh,
what? The
I wanted
baby.
that baby
You're
dead.
thinking about
That's
the
right.
fucking baby.
In my head, the
You
baby's
baby
dead.
killing bitch.
In my head, the baby's dead. So I went to
You
81%.
subconsciously were thinking about that fucking baby. That's crazy.
Oh shit. But it's like you have to pay that toll. You killed 80% of humanity. Like
Mhm.
there's gotta be a price you have to pay. You can't just walk away from that happy.
Yes.
That wouldn't make any fucking sense at all. That
Yeah.
would be the epiphany of plot armor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and everybody always bitches about characters having plot armor.
Mhm.
But if Aaron walked away with 80%, especially like, dude, I was down for Aaron dying the second he popped off on Mikasa. Fuck Armin's little bitch boy ass. The second he popped off on her when he was trying to turn her against him, remember when they were at the restaurant?
Mhm. Yeah. No, I
And he
remember. And
was talking
Armin
about
got
the
his ass
headaches and
beat.
shit. Yep.
Yeah.
And he was telling her about the headaches and the fucking bloodline, all that shit. And he
Yeah.
fucking fucked her up. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, this nigga can go today. And I'm good with it. Like, he
Yeah.
could go right now and I wouldn't shed a fucking tear. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you have to pay a
Jesus Christ.
price.
Hurry up, bitch.
Fuck you.
I liked you said the same thing 17 times in a row.
Yeah, well, I think you should have to pay a price when you kill 80%. Like, when you really, really look at it, you think I can't fucking rant? You think I can't fucking gab for another 15 minutes on this? Then you don't fucking know me. So don't you fucking test me, you little
Do
bitch
do
boy.
do 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 do. Jesus Christ.
What
But
is 80%?
30 minutes later. 81%. I liked watching it the second time even more. What about you?
Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I
And
thought it was 10 times better.
I think that's what also solidified why I liked it. So you watch the first
Oh,
time, you could
interesting.
like it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could watch it a second time, and you could be like, "Whoa, maybe I'm tripping." But when you watch it that second time, and you're like, and you like it even more. To
Yeah.
me, I'm like, "Oh, that made it even better. That
So
increased the
what
show, in my
exactly
opinion."
changed in your head to make it better?
It was clearer. So the first time, and we took a long break from the show, or I did. I took a long break from the show because it hadn't come out. So the
Mhm.
the time frame from the first special to this special was a massive gap, and the only thing I came back to watch was the first part 1, prior to
Okay.
watching the season finale.
Right. Right.
And that, yeah, that helped, but it didn't really pull me as much as like having sat through it and watched it all the time that I did.
Okay.
So watching it that second time, everything was super fresh. It felt like I could follow it easier.
Okay.
Everything lined up well. I fucked with Levi even harder because of I could really hammer in on all that he was doing throughout. They gave Levi a lot of captain esque role.
Yeah.
In
So,
previous, hold on, real quick. In
yeah,
previous
yeah.
seasons, Levi's always been the badass who fucks people up. But in
Right.
this one, he's like a leader. It was almost
Yeah.
like part of Irwin was in him throughout it.
So on this one, I still agree and disagree with my past opinion on this. So before when we watched it fresh, I was like, hey, you know what? I thought they did Levi dirty. Watching it through the second time, I was like, it was cool to see him step into more of a leader role versus before where he was a warrior. Because
Yes,
and the reason why it was so much cooler is because he had to be that guy. He
because who's
had to
dead?
be because Anji's dead now.
Yes.
So that made it
Boom.
so much cooler the second time around.
Yes.
Now, as far as the Zeke fight, I still agree they did him dirty. I still believe that 100% full hardly. I have not wavered on that even a little bit.
Yeah.
He did it the second time. I knew it was coming. It still made me just as bad as the fucking first time.
One change to that finale for you. I want your opinion on this, and I just thought of it. If you wanted that fight between him and the Beast,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
when you remember when Reiner came down the very first time when they got there on the plane, and he went right after the Beast Titan who was
Who
hanging
was like fucking
and
being
throwing
materialized from the fucking fucking
the
scaly mouth.
bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
bone hollow or whatever. Um, if Levi jumped out and got him there off rip and started the fight, and then it ended the way it still ended. So everything else stays the same except Levi jumping in and
That would have been so much
spiral,
better. That would have been
spiral
so much
fucking
fucking
him
better.
up, slicing his neck and going, "Let's get it." Even though it
That
wasn't Zeke.
10 times would have been better. So if he right, so in your scenario that you just pitched right now, this
Yes.
motherfucker would have been so blinded with rage that this motherfucker jumps down, fucking scoots through, takes that motherfucker out, realizes it's not him, and and gets even fucking madder, but still is like, because he's a leader
Still
now, is
does his
calm,
shit.
calm, and collected. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck, that wasn't him. But to see him be able to do that shit and
Mhm.
fuck him up like he could have,
Mhm.
I would have been okay with him afterwards finding him and just being like, there's my one opportunity to get him. I'm going to get him because I just tried to get him. And so I took down the Beast Titan and I took down Zeke. That would have been so much fucking better.
Ooh. And that's a small change. That
One, and
Reiner
it's a change that wouldn't have changed anything
anything except
except
that
everything.